Craig is an advocate for health in mind, body, and spirit, and the body's innate immune system. Today, Craig will review information from a question and answer section with Dr. Neal Barnard, who is an adjunct professor of medicine at the George Washington School of Medicine in Washington, D.C., and president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. He has written a book on the scientifically proven system for reversing diabetes, along with a companion cookbook. Please help me welcome Craig as he reviews information on improving the body's innate immune system in a speech titled Missing Conversation.
According to uChicagoMedicine.org, and I quote, researchers at the University of Chicago reviewed the initial COVID-19 outbreak in New York City. They found that just 13% to 18% of COVID-19 cases were symptomatic, end quote. Instead, let's put this into positive light. 5 out of 6 people exposed to COVID-19 showed no symptoms. Put another way, 83% of people in this research were asymptomatic to COVID-19 and showed no symptoms. What contributes to the improved immune system of these 83%? It's what I call the missing conversation. That is, we haven't heard this discussion. This is the unheard discussion about the innate immune system and how to improve its performance. The information I share with you comes from a YouTube video titled Boost Immune System with Food, Dr. Neal Barnard, question and answer on the Exam Room Live, brought to you by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, hosted by the weight loss champion, Chuck Carroll. Question number 1, what foods weaken the immune system? Answered by Dr. Barnard, fatty foods, including animal fat and fried foods. Fat impedes the immune system. And I quote Dr. Barnard, white blood cells don't work so well in an oil slick. Take a blood sample, separate out the white blood cells, and see how well they knock out a cold or virus, invader, or cancer. Will the white blood cells engulf and destroy the cancer cell? If you administer different quantities and types of fat directly into the cell sample, the results are consistent with heroic volunteers that got fat injected directly into their bloodstream. The fattier the diet, the weaker the white blood cells are to produce antibodies or engulf invaders. Olive oil may be better than chicken fat, but all oils weaken the immune system. Question 2, can lowering inflammation help with the immune system? Answered by Dr. Barnard. Inflammation is a good thing when the body appropriately responds to an invader. For example, a mosquito bite or a bee sting. The skin turns red as the blood vessels open up to attack the invader. The blood vessels become leaky and the chemical soldiers go into the interstitial spaces and clean up the junk and carry it away. But foods can trigger this process. For example, a cheese sandwich. The body recognizes the cow's protein as a foreign invader. It doesn't belong, and the immune system attacks through blood vessels. Wherever the blood vessel goes, inflammation follows, including the brain. In studies, people with excess inflammation exposed to COVID-19 did worse. They could not mount a selective response against the invading virus. Whole plant-based diets are anti inflammatory. Animal-based diets are pro-inflammatory. If you want to shut down that excess inflammation, diet will help you do that. There is a blood test you can have done. It's called C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein goes down with a plant-based whole food diet. The key takeaway from Dr. Barnard's answers are as follows. White blood cells do not operate well in an oil slick. To improve your immune system, stay away from animal fats. That's meat, eggs, dairy, fish, and oils. This means all animal products and all oils, including olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. You can saute in water, by the way. Inflammation is minimized by eating a whole food plant-based diet. The 5 food groups for a whole food plant-based diets are fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. With lowered inflammation, the innate immune system can much better respond to infections like COVID-19. Whether with a vaccinated or innate immune system, eating a plant-based whole food diet improves the immune system response. I challenge each of you to be heroes and with prowess to take steps to improve your innate immune system and have the missing conversation with your family and friends about eating a whole food, plant-based diet. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Mr. Toastmaster.